evening, amazing viewers and subscribers. Welcome to a brand new Doctor Who topic video for today. So for this video, is season 24 a bad season or a good season? Now, season 24, the reason I'm making this video is because I've been watching over the last couple of days how people rank season 24. And to be honest with you, I've been rewatching season 24 for the last couple of days because with season 25 coming out next week, I kind of want to finish off watching season 24. So I'm watching every single disc because it is an 8-disc set, which means you've got 2 discs for Tom and Irani, 2 discs for Paradise Towers, 2 discs for Delta and the Bowman, and of course, 2 discs for Dragonfire. And hopefully by the time I finish, I should be receiving my season 25 box set. So I've already watched the very first disc of Tom and Irani. So I'm literally going to be watching it and after I finish filming this video and then give it basically a rewatch. So the thing is though, also the reason that I'm wearing my 6th Doctor cosplay is because halfway through the episode Tom and Irani, the 7th Doctor is running around in the 6th Doctor's outfit for part 1 because of the regeneration scene. And then of course later on during the video you're going to see me swap from this outfit to the McCoy cosplay one. So the reason I want to say why season 24 is a good season or a bad season. Now, I absolutely love season 24. I absolutely love it more than the modern era of the show. Now, when I say more of the modern era, I mean basically out of the modern era. I love classic Who a lot, and I absolutely do like the McCoy era a lot as well. And season 24 isn't really that bad when I was literally rewatching Tom and Irani. I've seen people really give this season such a bad review, and I'm like thinking, why? What's wrong with Tom and Irani? Now, the reason about this season is the fact literally 2 months after Colin Baker got the axe, which was revealed on the 12th of December 1986, Colin Baker got the announcement that he was going to be sacked. And of course, as he literally had the announcement, he had to do an interview. So it's a bit bad how basically people still think he's the Doctor, even though he's been axed. And of course, everything that was going on with the time because of John Nathan Turner being forced to do Doctor Who, because John Nathan Turner wanted to try and leave the show as the showrunner. So season 24 didn't really get off to a good start. So John Nathan Turner had literally only about a month or 2 to try and find a new Doctor before filming starts in the April. So basically from the January to the February, John Nathan Turner had to try and find a new actor to play the new Doctor. And of course he stumbled across Sylvester McCoy in a play while playing the Python. So I'm going to talk a bit about the story now. So Tom and Irani was actually supposed to be a Colin Baker story. It was actually written for Colin Baker. But then Pip and Jane Baker didn't get the news that Colin Baker left. So when they literally wrote the script for Tom and Irani, they didn't realise it was not going to be Colin Baker. So they had to basically force the regeneration into the beginning of the story because Colin Baker refused to come back and film a regeneration. Technically, Colin Baker wanted to do one last season. Season 24 would have been Colin Baker's last season, like Colin Baker wanted, so his Doctor can have a bit of a bang. But the BBC went, nah, we're not going to tell him, are we? No, let's not get him back. Let's get a new actor. Let's get Sylvester McCoy in a wig and wearing Colin's outfit. And that's generally what kind of happened. It was just Sylvester McCoy wearing Colin Baker's outfit in a wig. But then, more importantly, Tom and Irani, did it become a good story or a bad story? Well, Tom and Irani is very much of a mixed bag. There's got some good moments in it that I absolutely quite enjoy, like with Bonnie Langford's character Mel being stuck inside the bomb of the actual mind, where she's there literally going, like where she's there screaming, ah, like that. I really love the fact how Sylvester McCoy looks so good in Colin Baker's outfit, where he literally goes, now, that was a nice snap. Now, down to business. I need to rebook the Titans to section 13, apart from 3 small things. Who am I? Where am I? And who are you? Dear Ronnie. I really love how Sylvester McCoy literally does that. And of course, he hasn't clicked, he's regenerated, so then when he literally gets knocked out by the Tetribe's kind of stinging ray, and he literally goes and he literally collapses, the Irani literally pulls up his shoulder, injects him with this kind of drug thing to make him think he's had amnesia. So basically the Irani's kind of tricking the Doctor, saying that Mel is basically the Irani dressed as Mel running around Lancashire. And I really like the fact how basically the Doctor literally does pick his outfit. So we do have cool outfits to like Peter Davison, Tom Baker, John Pertwee, and even Patrick Troughton, until we get to the 7th Doctor's outfit. So basically, just excuse me for one quick minute. Right then, and I'm back. Wow. Sorry about that, but I kind of had to go and regenerate. So of course, now I'm wearing my new Personas outfit, aka the 7th Doctor's outfit. So as I was saying, so after everything that was going on with Tom and Irani, and of course later to Colin Baker being the sack, and of course having Sylvester McCoy running around in Colin Baker's outfit in a week, the 7th Doctor picks out his glorious outfit. And of course, he literally uses his outfit, while in this outfit, he does defeat the Irani by tricking her and basically manipulating her to try and open up the big giant brain so basically they can try and blow it up. And then of course, the 7th Doctor does basically win, and of course he ends up helping the Lacertians by trying to give them an antidote, but they end up kind of spilling it because of their own ways. And then of course we lead into the next story, known as Paradise Towers. Now, Paradise Towers, it is honestly my favourite story of the season. It's very, very dark. Now, when people think of McCoy, people think he's very, very silly, like in Tom and Irani, and of course in The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. But from the second story, aka known as Paradise Towers, he becomes more of his chess master version. The way he manipulates the guards so he can escape, and of course, which he makes friends with the Kangs. Red Kangs, Red Kangs, Red Kangs the best. And of course, I really love how he goes like that. It goes boom, like boom. And of course, he's there doing it and he goes like that. Just try and say hello to the Kangs. I really love Sylvester McCoy as the 7th Doctor. And Paradise Towers really does show how off and how good he is. The way he literally makes everybody team up with the caretakers, the old ones, the Kangs, to try and defeat the architect, the creator of Paradise Towers, because he's took over the chief caretaker's body. And of course, the Doctor does defeat him. Which leads into the next story, which is, I know the next story isn't another sci-fi guy's favourite story. He actually thinks it's, I think he said it's McCoy's, definitely one of McCoy's weaker episodes. And that is Delta and the Bowerman. So, for me to even say why I enjoy Delta and the Bowerman, it's the very first time we see the Doctor's question mark umbrella for the very first time in Doctor Who. And not just that, it's really quite interesting because when you have that scene where everybody just blows up on that alien bus, I don't get why people say, oh, McCoy's Doctor's very, very silly. A load of people just died in a bus after basically because of, the Shimmering Queen. And of course, Gavrok and the Bowerman killed them. You do have that going on. I like the film location as well for basically Paradise Towers. It is such a good filming location work and absolutely perfect. And I do actually quite enjoy it. I do love Paradise Towers. Then, of course, we go to the planet Iceworld, where, of course, we meet an old friend of the Doctor's and Mel, a.k.a. Mr. Savalon Glitz. Glitz? Yeah. Mel, you know us. Yes, of course I do. It's Mel. And here, you're not the Doctor. I've regenerated you, fool. I really do love Dragonfire. I honestly do love it. I love the whole mysterious thing with Mr. Kane, how basically his body's controlled by ice. Just one touch and you're dead, and you have the mark of Kane on your hand. I really love this story, and I really love that shot as well, where basically Mr. Kane's face just mounts off into big piles where you just go like that, and I really love that. I really do actually love that one. So season 24, it does have some great scenes. It has the Doctor being manipulative in Paradise Towers. You have the Doctor having to face a very gruesome moment where basically Mr. Kane's face all melts off because he literally opens up the sun. You do have some great TARDIS location work as well. So when I say TARDIS location work, this half of the season was actually filmed outside of the studio. Now you can actually say, what am I on about? Well, if you look at stories like, Tom and Irani, that's definitely filmed in a quarry. And then of course you've got Delta and the Bowerman again, which is actually filmed outside. And of course they actually use a holiday home, an old holiday home to be honest with you, in North Wales. I absolutely love the fact, I need to find a location work for this one as well, for Paradise Towers, and just go there dressed as McCoy and pretend I'm running away from the Bowerman. I would absolutely look perfect. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm going to go away from the Bowerman, don't you worry. I really like to do that, go to the filming location where Dark from the Bowerman was filmed. I think it would have been so cool. But yeah, season 24, to me, it's not a bad season. It really is not a bad season. I actually quite love it. I do love all the McCoy seasons. I love 24, 25, and 26. So, the one thing I wanted to make this video and try and stick up for the season is just because I have seen people say, oh, season 24 is not the best season. It's literally the worst season of Doctor Who. To me, I'm sorry. You've got, if you want to talk about the worst seasons of Doctor Who, there is series 2, you've got series 11, series 6, and of course series 9. They are the bad seasons of Doctor Who. They are the worst seasons of Doctor Who, specifically series 11. But then of course you get seasons that are really quite good, and of course they've got some bad stories in them, like Flux. Then of course you have stuff like series 8, and then you got masterpieces in Modern Who. But season 24 is not the worst season ever of Doctor Who. That has to go to the modern era. The modern era has a load of bad seasons. I have to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the modern era. I still watch it because I do love Doctor Who. But it does have some really bad seasons with the romance and lovey-dovey stuff going on, where season 24 has none of that. You have Sylvester McCoy playing the Doctor, and he's being really, really good. You really do see the Doctor's dark side of his nature, with him manipulating the guards, and of course with him basically telling the one person saying, let the girl go, you can kill me all you want. Like that, and I really do like that. Basically, he sticks up for Ray in Delta and the Bowman. Yeah, but season 24, man, it's just such a good season. It's not a bad season. I don't think Classic Who has any bad seasons. Now, when I did my big ranking video back in 2020, 2021, I did actually put season 24 really, really low, but it has actually grown on me a hell of a lot, season 24 has. And I'm currently, as I said, I'm literally currently rewatching the whole season, because I've literally just watched all 4 versions. So I'm literally going to watch the second discs for all the stories. But why I'm just trying to kill some time while I'm waiting for season 25. But yeah, you know what, season 24, it's not a bad season. You do see from the second story the darker side of the 7th Doctor. And it gets darker as the series goes on in like season 25. And of course, definitely in season 26. McCoy's Doctor is honestly one of the best incarnations of the Doctor. And I absolutely love the 7th Doctor. He is my second favourite Doctor. And season 24, yeah, okay, it's definitely my least favourite McCoy season compared to season 25 and season 26. It's still good. Honestly, it's still good. I actually prefer the 80s, some of the stuff in the 80s compared to some of the stuff we have in modern Doctor Who. And the reason I think that people say, oh, season 24 is not a good season is because of the damage of the hiatus back in 1985. Michael Grading absolutely did damage the show by basically doing what he did, putting the show on a hiatus and basically make people like, oh, it's Doctor Who, yeah, you know what, it's got that damaged reputation, let's not watch it. You know, it kind of has that because of the hiatus, but season 24, it's one of the best seasons, I think, compared to all of the seasons of Doctor Who. Not all of the seasons, because you do have some seasons that are best out there, like for the Pertwee seasons, the Tom Baker seasons, but for the 80s, like with Colin Baker and Peter Davison season, it's a lot better than some of the stories from Peter Davison's run, I have to say. It's not as good as like season 20 or season 21 or season 22, but it's still on one of the best seasons from the 80s out of all of Doctor Who. I'm going to have to say it's in the top 20 for me now, because I absolutely do quite enjoy it. And season 24, it really does not deserve the hate it gets. I really think people need to rethink and rewatch season 24. Even if you watch Time and Arani and you watch Paradise Towers and Downton Abbey and of course Dragonfire, it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Time and Arani, it was written for the 6th Doctor. That's the thing you have to remember. It wasn't written for the 7th Doctor. It was actually written for the 6th Doctor, but they had to change it because of Colin Baker getting the sack. But yeah, you know what, season 24, it is such a good season. I still quite enjoy it. I think it's a fantastic run. Yeah, but you know what, season 24 ain't that bad. So let me know in the comments section, do you think season 24 is a bad season or a good season? Let me know in the comments. Please do like, subscribe and share. Enjoy from awesome Doctor Who content. Have a cracking day, you amazing viewers and subscribers.